Hey everybody, this is Up and Atom Comics. Just wanted to uh, kind of do just like a video just about things that I picked up this week. Some new issues and also haul. I do have one of the DC K.O bags, so we'll see how that one turns out. Blind bags, that is, and let's get on with it. So first off, before that, we have just a few days left. It's October 11th is the last day to vote in the CB Comic Book Community Awards, cbcawards.org. Make sure you vote if you haven't. Time's ticking, and vote for who you like best. I'm up for three. Don't expect to get any of them, but I'm up for best community artist, best new channel, and most informative for under 500. So any votes I appreciate, but also vote for who you like, and help support your friends in the channels that you like. Without further ado, I'm going to get into what I picked up this week from my LCS for Wednesday. This was bigger than I was expecting week. Part of it was because I picked some stuff off the wall. But the first one I got here is Absolute Batman, first appearance of Catwoman there. There's a cool like 1 in 25 that I got to see. Debating about going back and getting it, not sure, but it's the same cover, but it's reflective in her costume. So you can see like in the top, you see there's some skyscrapers in there. You get to kind of see some reflections in that costume on that version, but kind of cool. Not the biggest incentive to get a 1 in 25, but I've seen worse. But I think that book's going to be pretty hot. Um, and then I got the KO. Now, I am probably not going to get this series, but I was like, it's a blind bag. Let's see what I get. Um, you know, I'll try the first issue. I got the ash can. It was kind of weird on Batman Day for an ash can. Usually all those things are like free, but for some reason they were forcing everybody to pay $2 for it. But I was like, well, I'll try it out. Okay, so you'll see this as I do, but let's see what I got in the. Oh wow, okay. So this is a Dan Mora cover. I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. It's like Brady Bunch windows. I get my guess is this is who all is fighting, um, but I have no idea if this is one that people will be hunting for or not. But I think it's kind of cool. I kind of like that. There's also I was looking at there's a cool Jim Lee has kind of a cool cover for it. There's a few interesting covers, but there's my DC KO. And I love Dan Moore art, so I'm kind of excited about that. Next, I got Conan the Barbarian number 25, and I got this version because it's Roberto de la Torre. I hope that's pronounced right. I love his art, so John Buscema-esque. But this is his cover. I think it's cover B. Yeah, cover B for this issue. So I was excited to get that. An artist I can't talk enough about, Jonathan Wayshak. I love his stuff. This is Cul-de-sac number 3 from Bad Idea. But his art is just totally crazy. I hope he's doing more with that. I felt like the story was kind of holding him back, and I'm hoping he's going crazy with that. I got Super Creep Show. It's like a Creep Show one shot. But this was also this was just cover A, but it's of course Dark Knight parody, but it's got like a little zombie thing kind of flying through with lightning bolt. I'd forgotten I had ordered this, but this is Conan Scourge of the Serpent. Also a Robert De La Torre cover, but it's like a black and white with serpents. I think I got the regular cover last week that didn't have the serpent head, so I'm kind of glad to get that. I'm an FF nut, so I had to get the Fantastic Four facsimile number 10. They're doing up to issue number 12. So I just got two left to get for that. But I just get the regular ones. I did get the foil for the number 5 for Doctor Doom and the number 1. But other than that, the regular cover's fine for me. This is really cool. Avengers 31. So after Doom, probably my favorite supervillain is Kang. Love Kang. So I'm kind of excited to see where the story goes because it was leading up to to King. I picked up The World to Come, number three. The first issue was kind of a big surprise. Second issue, we'll see what happens with this. But it's Joe Quesada, Christopher Priest, Richard Osnoff. Can't go wrong with that. And then I got the Punisher Marvel Knights with Jimmy Palmiotti and Dan Panosian doing art. Like can't go wrong with Dan Panosian art. Another thing I picked up from Ignition Press, I believe. Yeah, I think Ignition Press. They are doing some amazing stuff. So this is Cullen Bunn's book called Deluge. They put a little ash can out for that, but love that sea serpent. It looks really cool. So I'm really excited to check that out. I also got Everything Dead and Dying, number two. The first issue was amazing, and so I'm kind of excited about that. And then I got this Marvel Black, White, and Blood and Guts issue, but I I was debating about it, but I really like this cover. Is kind of like the Halloween cover, and you got Scott Summers as Frankenstein and the Bride with Jean right there. Just a cool Halloween cover. Emma Frost is in the witch in the back, so looks fun. And then I picked up this Marian Heretic, which I was just flipping through, and this is a Jenny Frison variant, but this looks really cool. So there's like some bloody, crazy stuff with nuns and demons, I think, getting attacked in it. So I was like, after flipping through, I saw one panel. I was like, oh, this looks crazy. I got to pick it up. So picked that one up. And then I got a blank for Transformers 25. I haven't, only read like the first six or seven of these main issue, but I know this is going in a new direction. We'll see how it goes, but I mainly wanted to get this blank, and then I picked up of the mini series facsimile number one and a 13. I wanted to pick up some blanks. There's somebody out there I got an idea for that I kind of want to do a blank cover for, so that's what I picked up. Now on to some back issues that I got. So I like getting really weird stuff or things that I think are inappropriate. And so I found a few things in my LCS, and then I found some other books and some things that I needed when I was on travel this past week. So for my LCS, this was it was a dollar bin book, but this is Young Love number 84 from January, February 1971. It's coverless, but I got cracked up just from the splash page saying "A Little Kiss for Big Sister." And I don't know what this is, but it seems so wrong and so funny that I was like, I got to pick it up. And in the similar fashion, this one, Young Love, now this is 119, but he had to pay the price for his crime, but what she considered their love bind bars. So crazy. I don't know, but it just seems wrong. So, or conjugal visits are going on or something, but I was like, yeah, I'll pick it up for a buck. And then I got this is one I've been kind of looking for, which is the Protectors, number five. And this is the one with the bullet hole middle or glory hole, glory hole comic. That's what I'm calling it. Glory hole comic. This is Protectors number five from Malibu. With all the ferret and all that kind of stuff. Like I just had to own it. But this is like one of the most gimmicky, weird things from the 90s. This like sums it up all right here with what gimmick can they think of next. And then I got a few books that I needed. So I've been working on Marvel Team Up Run, and I found a few that I needed for some good prices. So I got a Marvel Team Up number 58 for with Spider-Man and Ghost Rider. I got a 123 with Daredevil and a 139. Great title, getting messed with. I know some people collect just the ones that have like title destruction or stuff like that, but this is one I needed, 139. So now I only need like six, and they're all like before number 28. So now I got like a little focus area to focus on with that. This was a book that had been on my list that I'd seen pass around, but Worlds Unknown. I'm working on some Bronze Age Marvel horror books, and this was one that I needed, number 4 for Worlds Unknown. And then I saw another place that had some dollar books, and so I saw some Swamp Thing in there. So there's 129. Um, but I don't know if this will be something that I collect like the whole series, but you never know. Once you start picking up these like dollar issues, it might end up being that's something that I do. 123, that was 123. And this is number 110. I really love this cover. This was kind of what made me decide to pick up pick up some of these was seeing this cover. And so I like that. And then last, I got this book because it was just it seemed very weird. Um, but it's from Slave Labor, and Slave Labor puts out some weird stuff back in the 80s. But this is Suburban High Life, number 1. But looks like 50 style, but like has the flying saucers in there. And then it's like, are we puppets of alien mind control? Um, so, uh, and then on the back, they do like these fake tabloids. Um, Cannibal Shrink Space Alien's Head. My new hubby is not a degenerate, his son's sex swap surgery. So it's some little timely, weird stuff that I'm not sure if that's going to hold up, but, but some of the stuff, uh, physical therapist charged with giving deadly enema. There's just some weird stuff on this. So, yeah, I'm kind of excited to see some of this kind of like underground looking independent comics. So should be a fun read. But anyway, that's the haul of what I got today. Hope you enjoyed. If you like my content, feel free to subscribe and like and give me a comment on what you think about my purchases, not just new books, but some of these weird things that I pick up. But anyway, hope everybody's doing well, and make sure you flip through a floppy. And I will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.